What if you could reverse 10 years of muscle weakness and stiffness with just 3 TRX moves? I've helped dozens of busy adults rebuild muscle and strength right from home with nothing but a suspension trainer. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 3 TRX moves that target the muscle weakness that age you fastest, why most people do them wrong, and the one mistake that keeps you trapped in the decline cycle. But first, I need to show you the problem that's been aging your body since you were 30 and how these 3 moves solve it. I'll never forget David, a 45-year-old consultant who was fit in college, played rugby and felt invincible. But now, he couldn't lift his 5-year-old daughter without his back seizing up. Climbing 2 flights of stairs left him winded. He said, "Adam, I feel like I'm 70 years old." Here's what he didn't realise. Every 10 years after 30, you lose 3 to 8% of your muscle mass. But it's not about size, it's about quality. Weak, poorly functioning muscle can't regulate your hormones like testosterone and estrogen, can't protect your joints, and can't even keep your brain sharp. Research shows having quality muscle mass reduces dementia risk by 72%. But between work and 2 kids, David had 0 time. So I taught him these 3 moves to do at home 3 times a week. 4 weeks later, he sent me this. Everything feels more resilient and reliable. Chronic aches and lower and upper back have gone. Here's what makes these 3 TRX moves different. They don't promise you a Greek god body. Instead, each one targets the exact muscle weakness that age you fastest, building both strength and mobility in the areas you use every single day, with each move building on the last to systematically reverse years of decline, all in one flowing sequence. So to start, let's fix the #1 primal movement pattern you've lost. Get this right and everything else falls into place. The overhead squat is your foundation. Skip this and you'll stay trapped in the decline cycle, but master it and you strengthen your hamstrings and quads while firing up your rear shoulders to fix your posture. But here's the mistake that makes this exercise useless. Most people just drop down fast with limp arms, but you've got to pull yourself down and resist gravity. Set your stance just outside shoulder width, feet slightly pointed out. Now here's the weird part that makes all the difference. Imagine crushing a stability ball between your heels and bum with your hamstrings as you squat down. This isn't just visualization, it's activating your mind-muscle connection. This means you're loading the hamstring muscles with tension as you descend, rather than using gravity to cheat with 0 muscle engagement. If you can only go halfway, that's fine. Over time, gradually aim to get lower. Then drive your heels into the floor to squat back up, maintaining that squeeze. Most people are quad dominant with dead hamstrings. That's why you get knee pain. By focusing on engaging the hamstrings throughout the movement, you'll build balanced muscle in the legs and reduce knee pain. And don't forget this, keep your arms slightly bent with your shoulder blades back. Then push your hands back into the straps. You should feel the back of your shoulder muscles firing. They're super important to strengthen because they reverse rounded shoulders and stabilize your whole shoulder joint for all arm movements. But look at this. If your arms tire before you complete the set, that's okay. Just lower them down in front of you and continue the squats. Keep a slight bend in the knee at the top to ensure tension remains on the hamstrings. Here's your rhythm. 2 seconds down, 2 seconds back up, and then 2 seconds squeezing hard at the top. Do 3 sets of 8 to 15 reps and you'll be sending me messages like this. Because of TRX and your training principles, I'm 57 years old and in the best shape of my life. Next, let me show you how to layer on the move that strengthens your entire upper body and postural chain all in one. When you first see a plank to pike press, you're probably thinking, bloody hell, Coach Adam, there's no way I can do that. But I've had clients who struggle to hold a basic plank master this move in just 4 weeks. The secret isn't strength, it's progression. And it's worth mastering because this one move strengthens your chest, shoulders and triceps, improves spinal flexibility and strengthens 2 deep core stabilizers responsible for solid posture and athletic performance. Let me show you the steps to gradually get here within a few weeks. First, use floor handles, or if you don't have them, turn your wrists slightly outwards. This helps prevent wrist pain from going over your hands. Then get your hands directly in line with your nipples in the push-up position. Before you move, focus on squeezing your abs and slightly raise your bum in the air. This is your starting position. For some, this may be enough right now, and that's totally fine. Hold here for as long as you can, take a rest and repeat. But look at this. The next week, progress with a slight pike press. Each week, try to lift a little higher, always keeping your movement slow and controlled. Once you're nailing them, try extending your spine at the bottom to increase spinal mobility. This exercise works both your arms and your core, so don't be surprised if one tires out first. Here's your rhythm. 1 second up, 1 second hold at the top, 1 second down, 2 second plank hold. Aim for 5 sets of 4 to 6 reps. Next, let me show you the one weakness that's secretly sabotaging everything else you do and how to fix it with move number 3. Humor me. Can you comfortably pull yourself up on a horizontal bar? No? That's because we spend our lives pushing. Doors, shopping, carts, lawnmowers, but rarely pulling. This means your latimus dorsi muscles, the big foundation muscles that run down the sides of your back, go weak. These are the muscles you use every time you pull furniture or attempt any pull-up related movement. Reverse grip rows target and strengthen them. But here's the mistake most people make. They rush through the exercise using momentum and never fully squeeze or stretch the muscle, meaning they miss out on complete muscle activation. So let's fix that. Start at the top, elbows pull back, chest out, lats tight. Create a slight angle with a shoulder width stance. Then slowly lower yourself, and as you reach the bottom, actively push your arms forward to stretch your lats. Don't just fall into a hang or you lose tension on the muscles. Actively control and push the stretch out. Then focus on driving your elbows back and down alongside your body to pull up. Why this hand position? Well, it mimics real life pulling for furniture and carrying heavy objects, and it allows you to drive your elbows back and deep for greater muscle activation. Here's your rhythm. 2 seconds down, 2 seconds back up, and a 2 seconds powerful squeeze at the top. Aim for a high rep range of 10 to 15 reps over 3 sets. But here's the problem nobody talks about. These 3 moves will reverse years of decline and make you feel 10 years younger. But once you master them, your body will adapt. Stop progressing and you'll plateau, or worse, decline again. That's why you need a complete system. So watch this video next and I'll show you the 8 most powerful TRX exercises you must master to progress further and fully reclaim your strength. I've also created a free 4-week workout plan for these 8 exercises that you can follow. You'll find it below the video to download.